Hello, welcome back to SDS. Today, I say this a lot, but today really is a special episode. Starting with the man next to me, you can see it in this angle.
He's back.
I'm nervous. It's been a while. Welcome back.
It's been a few months.
Yeah, it's
been a few months.
Feeling good. You're repping the Arsenal shirt.
My heart's jumping a little.
You like an Arsenal shirt?
Feel my chest.
Oh my! Oh, he's not even lying.
Wow.
I'm nervous.
But opposite me, Faisal keeps a spot.
Thank you. You get a round of applause, don't worry. You get a round of applause.
And next to Faisal, we have a debutant.
Wow.
First time ever on the podcast. I don't know why it's taking so long. Harry
I know. Thank you guys for having me, man. This is an honor. This is an honor.
Welcome. Good to have you, man.
You get guys, I had to make the call last week.
You need to tell us about ball.
Yeah, I'm one of the icons of football.
You're like the head of Man United.
Yeah, of course. I run all the operations over there.
Yeah.
But I had to obviously come to the higher level, which is
SDS
now.
This is above Man United.
Everything above it.
Ed Woodward can do this.
Couldn't dare.
I appreciate it.
That works in dreams at night.
Yeah, see? He couldn't do
He actually texted me yesterday and said, I dream of it, mate. So we're here now.
Good. Harry posted on his story the other day that he was watching SDS.
Yeah.
And that meant a lot to have a superstar like Harry watching the show. I had to get him on.
I'm proud, bro. I'm proud too.
No, listen.
Thank you.
Well,
no, why you just told him that he touched the most waffle.
Yeah, but it's good to see a wahala in this
in person.
So it's just great.
You know, I'm honoured that he just called me that.
But guys, let's get into the video. As you can see by the title and also by the shirt I'm wearing, this video is about England. The World Cup is looming. The squad's just been named for the last two friendlies before the World Cup. I think it's the right time now to give our first early picks of who we would send to the World Cup. There's 26-man squads now. That's the new rules, 26 man. So there's a bit more freedom.
That's a bit too many.
Yeah, it's a bit many.
Enough, man.
Yeah, but England's got a lot of people, so actually there's a bit more freedom. So what we're going to be doing is what you guys can do is in the comments. We're going to go through who we would take to the World Cup if we were managers.
Yes.
If we were the England manager, we're going to go through who we would take to the World Cup.
Can I take you? You scored yesterday.
I scored it.
And you got an assist.
And you played with England internationals as well.
You played under international and you played with an international.
I did.
So can we put you on the list?
I mean, you can if you want, but
okay,
I haven't decided what.
Just for the people that's watching and listening, who did you play with? Because they don't know.
Played with Jack Wilshere.
Okay. Who else did you play with?
Jermaine Pennant.
Jermaine
Genus.
Okay, wow. Got a thing for Jermaine's, ain't ya?
Yeah. That's crazy. Couple
Jermaines. Who else did I play with?
The manager.
Played. Theo Walcott was coach.
Okay, wow. That's a strong Arsenal connection.
Les Ferdinand was my manager.
Oh wow.
Andy Cole was other team manager.
Oh, that's my good mate. Yeah. I call him AC.
AC.
Oh yeah, good friends.
Played against Jamie O'Hara.
I've done that already.
Jay Buffroy. You know, like
yeah.
Normal man.
So, and Max Brandon from EastEnders.
Oh wow.
I saw him. He's fast.
Yeah, he's decent.
He's fast. Always offside though.
But we'll do the squad. Has everyone got a squad?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so everyone's got it there. We haven't told each other yet. We've got our 26-man squad. You guys in the comments right now, write your 26-man squad for the World Cup. Who you will take, and also, as we're doing this video, who you disagree with. I know people here are going to pick people that might be controversial, that might be players that Gareth Southgate wouldn't pick, but we think we should go. So we're going to go through it. And let's start, without further ado, goalkeepers. We have to take 3 goalkeepers. I think this is the position where we should all be matching with the 3 goalkeepers.
There's a Man United man across the table here. So.
That's interesting.
You know what, can I be honest? I've just changed it just now.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, the last one I changed it. So
you changed what, your goalkeepers? Or?
Yeah, one goalkeeper.
Okay.
Has been changed.
So now I'm not as confident we're all going to match. Goalkeepers. Faisal, who are your 3 goalkeepers?
Pickford, Ramsdale, and Pope.
Amazing 3.
I think that's a great choice.
Amazing 3.
Thank you.
I'm happy with
you know ball.
I know. I'm like, you're telling me something I don't know.
But who do you think should start out of those 3?
Pickford.
Yeah.
Oh, you think Pickford?
Yeah.
Pickford. I think he deserves it.
Wow.
But for England, he's good for England.
He's been injured.
His first game, is USA?
The first game.
I think it's USA. Well, they got USA, Iran, and Wales. Was it Wales?
Couldn't tell you, mate.
Who was it? Wales? I don't know. But do we have this? I think it's Wales.
Is
USA, Iran, and I think Wales.
Yeah.
That's the group.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. But
Wales.
But I'm not sure.
The first game was
Iran.
Okay. I think Pickford start. So you have the same 3 team.
I have the same 3.
I always have the same 3. Harry, who's your 3 goalkeepers?
I didn't pick Pickford actually. I've put Henderson, Ramsdale, and Pope.
Who should start at the 3?
God.
Ramsdale.
I think Ramsdale should start as well.
Yeah. I think
Pickfords, 2 Ramsdales.
For me, I think obviously Pickford.
He's not even taking him to the World Cup.
Yeah, no, that's a bit nuts.
No, do you know why? Yeah, because I think over the course of
this will be his first and last appearance on this.
Yeah, no. Personally, I'm just going off form. If I'm a manager, I think this is the difference between what managers.
Pickford's had one of the best performances of the season as well so far already.
What?
Against who?
Liverpool.
Season's not done
Against
yet.
Liverpool.
That's one game,
Bro,
though.
he was man of the match.
That's
Man of
one
the
game,
game.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
but
one
saying
game.
off form, what
That's
you're
one
doing.
game. Ramsdale has been incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
There's not been one fault in his game whatsoever. And I
This
think
season.
what?
Nah.
And
He's been beat a couple times near post, kind of annoyingly.
cool. But Arsenal, he's
Leicester,
been
Man City.
integral in Arsenal. Like
Yes,
he's been
yes.
very assured.
I don't
And
mind who
think-
starts for those two.
Yeah,
But they both
me
got to go. That's
personally-
what I'm
No,
asking.
he's perfect
I
for Arsenal.
personally would,
Yeah.
and this is why Harry Pinero is one of the greatest managers of all time. But
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
I would definitely go with Ramsdale over all of those.
I think
two.
you'd win the World Cup with Ramsdale and goal.
So would
Yeah,
I.
that's fine.
And the US Open.
I'm more than happy. Yeah, I'm more than happy for Ramsdale to start. My question is though, you're not taking Pickford at all.
I wouldn't. No.
So you're taking Henderson and Pope over him.
I would, because for me, I just think like with Pickford, yeah, I've seen him make a lot of mistakes, yeah, which could obviously cost us a lot, especially like in the World Cup. I've seen him do it for Everton a lot. So for me, I would want someone who's more assured. And I think Henderson's a great keeper, just hasn't been given a chance.
Yep.
And Nick Pope's done really, really well as well. So for me, those three keepers,
Interesting.
talent-wise, are better than Pickford.
Interesting.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
I mean,
I hear it.
to Henderson's credit, he's saved the most penalties so far.
2 penalties already this
But
season.
I think in his last 4 games, he's conceded the most goals.
Yeah.
But that's not in Forest though, man. It's not. It's
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's
It's a
good
weird
enough
one.
to start for Man
That's
United.
where it's
Yeah,
like,
I think he's good. I think you lot send him out on loan was a bit of a weird one.
No,
I
he
thought
wanted
Ten
to
Hag
go.
was gonna- he wanted to go, but I thought
Yeah.
Ten Hag was going to come and say, "Yo, you and David De Gea."
apparently there was a quote that where he said that that he didn't want Ten Hag to see him play because he would have kept him.
yes.
I don't know how true that
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
but
yeah, I heard that.
Really?
So
Yeah.
he left quick because he didn't want to even give Ten Hag a chance to see him play in training.
You're not even number one. You can't be talking like that if you're not number one.
No, but that's it because he knows
but
Ten
he
Hag.
feels like
He knows Ten Hag will keep him and
Yeah.
bench him.
Okay,
That's
I
why.
hear it. Okay, I hear that. Okay, fair.
That's why
I
I
thought
said
he
so.
was just talking like
The ego.
Yeah.
And
No,
Pickford's
no,
my
no.
guy as
Nah, I
well,
hear
yeah. But no favoritism for England team. I'm going.
Yeah,
with
no,
no.
of
That's why
course.
you should be manager for the World
Yeah,
Cup.
thank you so
That's
much.
why it's gonna be interesting
Appreciate
going forward now.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know how many defenders did you guys go by the way? I need to count my ones. I got
I've gone for 10, I think.
it. Wow,
A lot of defenders.
Yes.
yeah, I got 10 as well.
I've got
1,
10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8.
I got 9.
I got
8. Okay, this is where it gets weird. Are we playing a back 4 or Southgate's back
You're the
5?
manager.
Okay, that's why I took 10.
Yeah, I'm going 3 at the
defenders.
back. I'm going 3 centre backs.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm going as Southgate.
No, I've picked players that can play the 3 and can play the 4.
So you got 8.
I got 8.
So I'm gonna name some debate players,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna after. So I'm gonna say, does everyone have Reece James?
Yes.
Yes.
Gara.
Does everyone have John Stones?
Yes.
Yes.
Allah.
What?
Allah. Oh, I forgot Stones.
Wow.
Yeah, do you know what? I already knew. So this is why I came as well.
Yeah.
To bring some order.
Yeah.
Chill out.
This is
I told
crazy.
you. I told you.
This is crazy.
That's one person I'm missing. Yeah.
Do you know
you
ball?
told
Like,
him.
do you know ball, or do you just like watch?
I think he only watches La Liga.
Chill
He only
out.
watches La
Chill out.
Liga.
Yeah.
Only La Liga.
Because that's all I see him tweet about.
Yeah, La Liga. That's it.
Chill out.
Never seen him do an English
Paragraphs as
tweet,
well,
a
yeah.
Premier League tweet.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out.
So we did.
No.
Your squad's been locked
No,
down.
Your squad's been done. You've sent it to
No, no.
FIFA.
The
You've sent it to
graphics-
FIFA.
Yeah.
The graphics
The
have been
governing body cannot exempt
Yeah.
it.
I'm taking my wild card out. Bro.
No.
Bro,
Wild card?
No. I had
It's not fancy.
What?
It's not fancy.
What's going on here?
Hear me out. I had 25
You're
names.
too experienced on this yesterday.
I had
Yeah.
25 names. When you guys said, "Oh, that's one more,"
Yeah.
I was like, "Cool." I forgot my defender. I was like, "No, let me just add someone just for jokes." I added this player. But
For
I've-
jokes.
For jokes.
I've
Do you
just-
not take this
Yeah, you're not taking it
establishment
seriously.
seriously?
This is my first experience in
However-
months.
Oh my
However,
God.
Wow.
I was taking him out and I've added Stones. My bad. I forgot my Stones. Thank you.
We need the FIFA governing board.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
so
Steve, can that run?
the graphics have been sent. They've been
Yeah.
sent to the graphics.
It's minor. It's minor. Then no Stones. It's fine.
Wow, your
Wow,
team.
Stones is
Alright.
devastated.
fine.
You know that?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
Pep's calling you thinking, yo, why?
No. He's a missed course.
Does everyone
Wow.
have Ben Chilwell?
Yes.
Yes, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Does everyone have
Trent?
Kyle Walker?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
There we go, let's talk.
All right. Now, again, I was thinking about the positions. I wanted to have, 2 players in each position.
Yes.
That I know that I would 100% start. I think for me, I'm thinking about the future here.
Yeah.
Even though Kyle Walker is an incredible player, and if anyone was to put him in the team, I wouldn't argue. I think right now Trent and Reece James are arguably the 2 best right backs in the world currently, and also for England, like it's one of the 2. So for me, I would only pick them 2, and plus I would want to.
I've also got them both and Kyle Walker.
Yeah, same.
And Trippier.
But then it's like,
Yeah, same.
if I was to ask you guys now, who would you start? I don't think you're starting Kyle Walker. You're
I'm
starting
starting
either
Kyle
Trent.
Walker. I'm starting Kyle Walker as a centre back.
Unless it
Yeah,
changes the
it depends.
formation.
If you're playing 3 at the back, I can see you start Kyle Walker
starting
right
on
the
centre
right,
back.
yeah.
And if I'm playing 3 at the back, I'm starting Trent, but only because I'm playing 3 at the back and I'm playing wing backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Reece James right centre back.
Oh,
and
so
then
you've
Trent
gone Reece
wing
James
back.
right
That's
centre
what I've
what
gone
I
for.
was- but
I'm
my
starting
point
both
is,
Reece James
I
and
think
Trent.
defensively, Reece James is more assured at this precise
Yeah.
moment then
I agree.
I would have.
I agree.
And I only wanted 2 on that side anyway, so I would go with Trent.
Just because you gave us a good point, you're allowed.
Because again, I studied football.
Yeah, you did.
But Kyle Walker is a big,
not massive,
Big
and
loss.
again, I'm sorry to Kyle, good friend of mine as well.
Yeah.
Capping, don't know him, but you'd believe it.
I believe it. I was like,
Never met in my life, ever. But that's my guy.
I believe it. Fair enough. Okay, so you don't have Kyle Walker. But okay.
So far, he hasn't got Carl and he hasn't got Pickford.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to. Okay, so now I want to hear your full. How many defenders do you have? 9.
I have 9. Yeah.
Tell me your 9 defenders.
All right, so I have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece James, Kyle Tomori, Ben White. Now this one here is obviously going to be a bit debatable, but I've got my reasons. Harry Maguire, John Stones, Eric Dyer, Ben Chilwell, and Luke Shaw.
Eric Dyer.
I've got Eric Dyer as well. I want to shake
I
your
haven't
hand.
got Eric Dyer.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw.
I've got that as well.
Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
You got Dyer as well? Shake your hand as well.
Damn, I'm the only one without Dyer.
Yeah.
Again.
Dyer's class.
Yeah,
Very good.
He
For Spurs,
reinstated himself
this
as well.
season for Spurs has been very good.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I got Dyer as well. You had Shaw. That's interesting. I didn't have Shaw.
Yeah.
I took
you know,
Trippier.
Shaw-
Can I be
over-
honest with you? Yeah, I was thinking, like in terms of the left backs for England right now, it's tough in terms of quality.
They've only got Tyreek Mitchell and Chilwell right now.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I think Chilwell is obviously a great player. Shaw's obviously had a dip in form. However, I can't forget that tournament and how great he was.
Scored a goal in the final.
Yeah, and I think for England, he always plays a bit different. And Southgate has currently added him to the team where he hasn't played.
Yeah.
So I think he sees something in Shaw, which I've seen as well. So I would pick him for that. But I would pick Chilwell as a starter.
Yeah.
Before Shaw.
So you didn't have Trippier.
Again, it was like
Same with the Walker
Trippier.
thing.
I think he's better on the right hand side, but I wouldn't put him above Trent and Reece.
I got Tyreek, Mitchell, Chilwell, and Trippier. But I've got Trippier more as the second left back over Tyreek Mitchell because I feel like I've got enough centre backs. I've got Stones, White, Tomori, Walker, and Maguire. So I've got five centre backs.
So you got who defenders? You got name your defenders. 10
Trent,
defenders.
James, Reece James, John Stones, Ben White, Tomori, Walker, Maguire, Chilwell, Mitchell, and Trippier.
Interesting. I feel like I got so many fullbacks.
I've
And
got
so do I.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's the centre back
I've
option?
got
Stones, White, Tomori.
and Kyle Walker and Maguire, and then my
Oh,
fullback.
two Maguires.
option-
Everyone have Maguire.
I don't have Maguire.
Yeah.
I have Maguire as well.
I took him. I think he's a
I
leader.
don't have Maguire.
I genuinely think he's a leader.
You don't, so
England.
wait, you don't have Maguire or Stones.
No.
So who are you playing
What's
centre
going
back?
on
Yeah,
mentally?
He's playing
I've
Reece
got-
James, Trent.
I'm not.
Who would have been your partnership? Centre back
So
partnership.
I've got Stones.
Are you playing 4 at the back?
Who would have been your centre back partnership?
I was listen. I was thinking a 2-man defense.
Yeah.
If it's either going to be Dyer or Tomorrow, or I'll change it to a 3-man defense and play Kyle Walker.
So
You're
you'd
going to
start
play
Dyer and
Eric
Tomori?
Dyer tomorrow at the World Cup.
No, I was complete.
But you just said in a 2 you would play Dyer
Either
and Tomori.
2, bro. I'm depending. It's either 4 at the back or 5 at the back.
Yes.
If 5 at the back, which is my preferred position,
Yeah.
I'll play Kyle Walker as a right centre back.
So you'd
So
play.
Walker, Dyer tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's red chem, you
It'll
know.
work out.
Even though they're all the same.
No,
That's
like-
red
But
chem.
my 8-man defense.
Individually, good players, but the
It'll work
chemistry
out.
there
No,
does. It
'cause-
doesn't.
no,
That's red chem.
Dorado. Dyer, he prefers to play as the
Central.
in a 3-man defense centre.
Yes.
He does that for Spurs perfectly.
Yeah.
Tomori, he's shown it
On the left side.
as
Yeah.
AC Milan.
Yes.
He plays. He plays
He's
at
amazing
4.
for AC Milan.
But as a 5, he plays on the left
side, yes.
Kyle Walker prefers to play
Right centre
on the
back,
right.
yes.
It works. I've seen it
Okay.
in my eyes.
You seen them
Yeah,
free
you know,
play
you've
together?
seen
Yeah.
it.
I've seen it. I've
Oh,
imagined
visual.
it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I've
He's
visualized
done
it.
X-Men.
In my sleep.
yeah.
So what's
In my
your,
sleep.
what's your defense then?
With HB's shirt.
defense?
Well, my defense is so no Stones. Which
You
you
forgot
say
Stones, yeah.
Trent, Reece, Kyle Walker as my right.
But
centre.
you'll take Stones. We'll give you some. You'll take it.
I'll take Stones. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, FIFA, someone got injured.
I've got Chilwell, and I've added someone that you guys haven't mentioned as Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker Peters. I knew you were going to add him.
Oh, okay, fair
Kyle
enough.
Walker Peters, and then I've got as my 4 centre
Who's that?
back.
Is that your
Is
missus?
that your new
No, it's
watch?
Pops. It's Pops. I was going to make a mad joke. So that was Pops.
I thought it was his third wife.
Tomorrow, Ben White, and Dyer, and now 4 Stones.
Stones.
4-man defense. So Stones now gets in my team now.
Yeah. So no one had. The likes of Conor Cody, Tyron Mings.
No, they need to
They're
stay
both
at
from
yard.
last
They
tournament.
need to stay at yard.
No one's got any of them.
Stay at yard.
No,
Go to Birmingham. Stay in
Everyone
Liverpool.
have Ben White.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Benny
I
Blanco.
did.
I think Ben White should start.
I'm going off. See, my team, yeah, it's based off form
Yeah.
and how they've been playing and how integral they've
Ben
been.
White. Okay, but does Ben White go as a right back?
Ben White's been playing the right back.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
but the thing is, though, I've seen Ben White more as a centre.
Yeah, he's a centre back.
Centre back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen him do well as right back,
Mm-hmm.
but that's for Arsenal. I think his preferred position, I don't know if he was to ask him, probably would be centre back.
100%.
Yeah,
Of
course,
Position,
of course.
innit?
He looks
So I
like
would
a
only
player,
want to
right?
play a player in his strongest position,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't want to play Ben White there, even though I know he can do it.
Yeah.
That would be if like all the right-sided players got
Yeah,
injured.
yeah,
I would play
yeah.
Ben White there, but Ben White has to be in
Okay,
the
one
team.
question. Why did we take Maguire? I want to ask you because you're a United fan.
Again, I'm just going off when they play for England.
Yeah.
And again, I think with Maguire, he's been very, very tough for him at United. Hasn't lived up to the potential, but for England, he seems as if he is the best partner for John Stones.
Yeah.
In the Euros, they were kind of like unbeatable until obviously the final and whatnot. But yeah, I think he's a good
Is
player.
it
for
fair
England.
though? He's not playing for United. You
He's
got
not
players
playing
like Mark Gahey.
I wouldn't start him.
But
I wouldn't start
I
him
think
personally.
experience. If we're looking for experience
Yeah.
in that position, I think Maguire is one of the best players to have because he has it. In terms of who I would want to start with, I think Tomori is becoming a better player than most people thought he was.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we all
Easily,
saw that he's a great
easily,
player.
yeah.
So I would probably pick Tomori and Stones, but just based
Yeah,
off
Stone
like
starts.
Yeah, Stone starts.
Stone,
No, he
he's
starts.
Stonewall
Stone
starter at the
starts.
moment.
Listen, Stone starts. Stone's one of the best centre backs in the world. One of the best. I think top 5,
100%.
maybe top 3.
What,
in the world.
What,
In the world.
what, in the Premier League or in the world?
Number 6, one of the best number 6s in the world, like centre backs.
Anyway,
And
so
I
I've
said this a
got
while ago, and I'm still sticking with it.
Do you know?
He's one of the best in the world.
But you said top 5. Or top
I
3.
think sometimes
Top
we
5
are
in the world.
I think we're prisoners of the moment sometimes.
I'm not,
with
because
players,
I said this last season. You guys were all
No,
in the podcast.
I mean in general, because I can't argue that because he's played really, really
Can
well.
I
this
can I ask you a
season,
question just on top of that? Is he based on current form or is it just generally speaking?
No, generally speaking, I
I
said this
think,
last
I think
season.
it's a form thing. I
said
think
this
it's a
last
form
season.
thing. But
I
I
said
think
last season,
I
last
don't-
season was one of the best in the league.
Do you think
Remember, I ranked him above Rudiger last season. All that stuff.
where does he rank among City defenders?
Number 1.
So he's better than Diaz and Laporte.
Yes.
I think he's better than Laporte, but not Diaz. Diaz is
No, Laporte, the ACL messed him up.
yeah.
He had a bad
Diaz,
injury.
Stones.
At worst, number 2.
Yeah,
But he's not 3.
That's
but it's a good claim because he's.
No, I hear number
he's-
2. Laporte's not been the same since he's come back from his injury.
Yeah.
That's why he barely gets to
You're
the
saying
team.
they're both better than him.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying he's not first. I think Diaz is better than Stones.
So then that means he's second.
Yeah, second. But Laporte.
That means Diaz. That means Diaz is one of the best centre backs in the world. Then
Yeah, if you
Top
rank
5.
it.
Diaz up there.
yeah,
Diaz is up there.
I don't know.
But I haven't got Maguire.
but yeah,
I don't know. You have
yeah.
got Maguire. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll see. Let's get into this the business. This one it gets fun.
business ends.
This is the fun
The
part.
end of the business.
This is the fun part. So when we'll go further up the pitch.
Mm.
How many midfielders did we take?
I've got 8.
I've got 7.
5, 6.
Oh shit! I got 6.
Oh, so you want no depth?
Oh, England's weak in midfield. Anyway.
Midfielders was including wingers and stuff, right?
Oh, no,
mine. I put my wingers
no,
as my
the wings
attackers.
I put them
Okay,
as
cool.
forwards.
So
I put them
I've
as
got-
forwards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got 5.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
8.
see,
Yeah.
England's thin. and
I've got 7,
that's
but
the
it's
problem.
because I've got 2 players who kind of class as.
That's what I'm saying.
What,
Just-
what do you classify as forwards?
I got midfield and forward, but it doesn't matter what you want.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
What-
I've got 8.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I got So that's the thing. So we're gonna go with the same thing, and I'm gonna name some players and see if you have them.
Yeah.
Everyone has Declan Rice.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Everyone has Jude Bellingham.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Dara.
Yes, Jude Bellingham. I think is like the star.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think he should start the World Cup.
I think he starts.
I think he will. I think he will.
I
I don't
he
think he
starts.
should, but I
Yeah.
think he will. But I
I
don't think he
think
should.
what are we waiting for?
Yeah, same.
He's,
Yeah.
he's ready.
It's his time.
I'm not
now.
gonna lie. This season I've watched a couple of Dortmund games. That number 8 role for him,
It's,
I don't know.
Nah,
I
Nah,
don't know.
man.
I think he's better.
Yep.
He's a weird one. He's giving me like the Lampard role where it's like he's better going forward when he joins the attack later on. He's not better as collecting the ball as the number 8.
He's very good on the ball. Though.
Nah,
But-
man.
He's good on the ball.
I think,
But he's
yeah,
judging him,
I
but
think
he-
yeah,
collecting
what you're
the ball-
witnessing,
Yeah.
is just literally he's a victim of his own success. That guy shouldn't be playing that further forward, yeah. He does that because he has the capability to do it.
Yeah.
At that age, his movement and where he finds
Yeah.
himself, I think it's too smart.
Yeah,
I won't say you put age on talent, but
yeah.
to see the
He's
stuff
playing
he's doing,
older than
he's-
his age.
I think
But for me, I feel like he'll play way better in the midfield 3 as like the third midfielder who's just licensed to go up and down.
And on top of that, you're judging him with Dortmund, where his players next to him is
But that's,
needy.
that's the only way I can
This-
judge him.
that
Do you know what I
Dortmund,
mean?
yeah,
Do you
his
know, that's the
Dortmund's-
only way I can judge him. Like
he's
he hasn't
playing-
played for a better team.
He's the
Whenever
best. He's
played
the
in
best
Champions
as a
League,
bad
he's played well.
bunch.
nah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's
very good.
but
No, he's
starting in my
amazing.
team.
He's amazing.
starting in my
He's
team.
amazing.
I think he starts.
He's
He
amazing.
starts.
But I just think with England playing the 2 centre midfielders, I think that's for him. It's just bad. I think
He needs a free.
I think it.
Yeah, he needs a 3. He needs.
Yeah, yeah.
That's,
It
that's the
squashes
only
like his
problem.
game.
Yeah,
He
needs
can't
to
do
play.
what he can
needs
do.
to play in the 3, but if he
Yeah.
plays in the 3, then England have to play forward back.
Yeah.
So then it's weird.
Him and that.
Um,
yeah, let's carry
Yeah.
on.
I mean, does everyone have Mason Mount going?
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Yes.
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 Easily.
Does everyone have Jordan Henderson going?
Yep.
No.
No.
Okay, let's talk Faisal.
I haven't got Henderson.
Why?
You need to know why.
It's been poor for Liverpool. Yes, you can add him with this
Paul's
leadership.
harsh, man.
Yeah, it's not
He's
been
been
poor. It's not
poor.
poor.
He's
It's
been
not
poor.
been fit.
I feel like
been
the
poor.
whole Liverpool team's been bad.
Yeah, man.
They've been bad, but he's him and Fabinho has been very.
He's one of the only leaders as well in that whole England squad, by the way.
But that's for you guys. It's the whole thing with
In the
Maguire.
World Cup, you need leaders though.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing with Maguire. You guys are adding him for something.
I was close to putting Connor Cody in my squad because of leadership.
Nah, he needs to
That's
stay
why he
out.
was at Euros.
He needs to stay
And
out.
but yeah, I want to hear why.
He's been poor for Liverpool. There's players in that team that deserves to get ahead of him for form, and there's players ahead of him that is better than him, technically speaking.
Yeah.
So for me to pick someone because of leadership, I've got enough leaders in my team. I've got a leader attack. I've got a leader in defense. I've got a
Who's
leader.
the defensive leader?
Huh? Stones is showing it. Kyle Walker's shown it. And I've got a leader who's been captain for West Ham for long years who's shown his leadership skills. So why would I need another leader who's not going to start? First off, he's not going to start. And he's taking another spot in my team, which I can easily vacate for something else.
So you going based off like how Henderson's playing right now?
I think I'm taking it on two bases. One, because how he's playing right now. And secondly, I've got players that is better than him. That can be
My
more
argument to that would
of
be,
use.
Yeah.
I think Henderson is an integral part of England over the last 5 years in terms of that midfield position. Yeah, what he's done for Liverpool should just be it anyway. But I feel like when I've watched him play, he's the one that has the temperament in the team, and I've seen him calm down like Trent when Trent's being a bit too get me attacking, and we need to scale back a bit. And I think sometimes people forget how important that part of the game is. Innit? And I think he's not like, when you look at that team, you don't think, oh, that's the name, that's a standout name, but he is so important.
You know,
unsung hero for me for a lot of
a big part of the reason why Liverpool aren't doing as well is because Henderson's injured.
yeah.
Like,
That I would
Henderson
say it's
position
a
now
bit
is
harsh to
Elliott.
say that Henderson isn't playing well. I think Liverpool haven't
Henderson's
been the
Henderson's
heights.
injured as well.
Even so, but I don't think Liverpool have hit the heights that we remember them for the last 2 or 3 seasons. So,
Well, I think at this point we just accept being average. If you're trying to tell me that Henderson is a pivotal,
I don't think Henderson's average.
No. You accept that us England, like you just said, England, Henderson is a pivotal person in that team. That just shows that how average we are. That we're relying on him in that team.
I was relying on him.
All I'm saying, first of all, he doesn't start in that team. So, are you guys starting Henderson in your team?
But not
Yes or no?
everyone in the 26-man squad doesn't start.
It's a 26-man squad.
Is he starting? Is he starting
I'll
in your
say
team?
this currently no, but if Liverpool kick on this season and he is injury free, definitely he'll be amazing. Like,
But it's basically
for
1
me
month.
personally,
October's the last. It's the
I'd
last
actually
month.
say I would put Henderson in my team. I would start.
If he's playing a 4 at the back, then there's a 3-man midfield. I would love to see
Henderson doesn't
Rice,
lose the ball, doesn't make
That'd be
stupid
great.
passes.
No,
Keeps the ball
he doesn't.
ticking,
He
like-
doesn't.
Tell me if
start.
it's a 3-man midfield, Rice, Hendo, Bellingham would have been nice.
I can't lie, I would hate that.
That'd be nice for me.
I would hate that.
I like that.
No.
I would
love
want
Hendo.
a bit more creativity.
Yeah.
in that-
Yeah,
in
that's
that-
for me.
Yeah,
It depends
I
what
wouldn't-
game,
I wouldn't
because
have
you
that.
play against Iran, who you're going to have the ball 70% of the time, so you don't play Henderson.
Yeah.
You play someone like
USA,
Mason Mount,
yeah.
Deeper. You know what I mean? It's different for
What I want to
different
ask
strokes
is,
for different folks.
does anyone have, because I have him, Calvin Phillips going?
I have him.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
I don't.
You? Okay, I'm surprised. Okay,
I'm surprised. No. I'm surprised he said yes.
I thought about it though, innit? Because it was at first I thought it was doing 23-man squad. If it was 23-man, he wouldn't be in my
Yeah.
team because it's 26, and you need strength in depth in that for that competition.
No, he
Calvin
plays.
Phillips.
He's there.
And I would like to add that England's team, as much as there's a lot of talent there, there's not a lot of quality in terms of who would be
Exactly.
in the actual 26.
if anything happens to Declan Rice, who you playing?
You've got Hendo, Bellingham, and for me,
In that position?
yeah, Hendo, because that's where they play.
In the
That's
6?
in the
Henderson's not good at Henderson's not
in the-
best at the 6.
for England.
Bellingham at the
And
6.
you can't
I
put
imagine
Jude at a
anything worse.
6.
Huh?
You can't put Jude at a 6.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying Jude. You'd have what did you say? If Rice gets injured,
If anything happens to Declan Rice,
Yeah.
who's playing in the 6?
I think this is my team. I think
You're
Gareth
gonna have to have John
Southgate-
Stones and
I think
Ben White
Gareth-
there.
I think Gareth Southgate's going to take Calvin Phillips.
Yes. But I'm saying, if
I
you
think
did
he's
take
still
him,
going to play Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips, even though Calvin Phillips only played 20 minutes this season.
Yeah.
of football, which I think is crazy. World Cup.
he's
season
in the current squad right now that got called up.
Yeah, he is.
Potentially,
He
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
He's only played 20 minutes, and that's going to be a big thing because you're going to.
What's that?
a hot
Has that
country.
been because of injuries? No.
He's been fit since they signed him.
But bro, but,
Yeah,
but
you just can't get in
I'm
front
sure
of
I
Rodri.
heard in the
Yeah,
last.
I think
the last
you can't
game
get
since these injuries.
You can't
No.
you just can't get in front of
That's one
Rodri.
player was injured. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
Yeah,
mixture.
yeah,
There
it's a
was one
mixture,
player
but
was
like
injured.
when he's been fit, he hasn't played. Even
Yes.
in the Champions League games, when you normally do a little bit of rotating,
Yeah.
he's not played ahead of
But
Rodri.
how can you blame him? You're
I don't blame
competing.
him.
You're competing
I
with
don't blame him,
Rodri.
But for me, it's you need game time before a World Cup. Like you can't go into a World Cup having played 45 minutes.
I hear you.
a
But
game.
you picked Maguire.
Maguire because he's more of a leader. He's England well, he was one of England's captains. It's different. Maguire's going more as a squad player and not a starter.
Do you know what?
Calvin Phillips for you guys is going as a starter, right?
That's why I picked.
I don't know.
Calvin Phillips.
So who
as
would
well,
you play
'cause-
next to Declan Rice?
Bellingham.
You'll play Bellingham.
Yeah, I told you I start Jude.
I think Calvin Phillips is going to go as a starter for Southgate, but for me, he doesn't go.
You wouldn't even have him in the squad at
I
all.
wouldn't have him in the squad, no, because I feel like
If I was doing the two right now, I'm doing Jude and Rice.
Yeah, same.
If I was doing the two, Jude
yeah,
and Rice.
I don't think Gareth Southgate will do that. I'll do that with my team that I've made.
Yeah.
I'll do Jude and Declan Rice. Or
Can
I'll do,
can I hear
go
your
on.
full midfield, please?
My full midfield? I've
I
got
feel like you have some like.
Rice, Hendo, Bellingham, Mason Mount, James Ward-Prowse,
There we go.
Madders,
There
and
we go.
Foden.
Ward-Prowse and Madison. I don't have Ward-Prowse or Madison.
I got Madison.
I've got both.
I got neither.
I've got both. I
You've
think
got-
James Ward-Prowse.
you've got no
will be
Maddison.
I got
amazing.
neither, but Ward-Prowse is the one that I'll take.
But do you know what it is? I
I'm
think
surprised-
people
I'm surprised
will
down
take
Madison.
Ward-Prowse for his set pieces.
Not even
Ward-Prowse
for
is the
set
one
pieces.
I've got
I
that,
think
yeah.
James Ward-Prowse can start in that two-man midfield for England. I feel like technically he's good enough.
So which one did you have? You said you had out of the two. What's your
Outfield.
midfield?
As a 4?
What's your midfield in general? All your midfielders.
Okay, I got Jordan Henderson, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips.
So you didn't have any of Ward-Prowse or Madison.
But you got
I
Maddison
got Madison.
as
Sorry,
a
yeah,
Maddison
yeah,
attacker,
Madison,
isn't
yeah,
he?
You
so,
put him
yeah.
on back
So that's
five
my
forward.
six. I got 6 actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
What does Madison have to do to play for
Bro,
England?
for me, Madison will play. But
Leave Leicester.
no, I don't even leave Leicester. England don't play with a number 10. And I get why he doesn't get taken. We haven't played with number 10
Where's
for
he gonna
years.
play if he plays for England?
He can't play as
Yeah.
an. I haven't seen him play as an 8.
But as an 8,
I don't
he's-
think he could play as a
But
winger.
I think if you do
you
change,
know what I mean?
if there was a
And you-
game where you need to change the formation
Yeah,
or whatever,
it's meant you take James Anderson.
because he's
But then-
find pockets.
But then you also have, they look at Mason Mount as that. As Mason
As
Mount
a
could play
10,
8,
yeah.
10
Yeah.
and wing. So it's like,
Even
I'd rather
Foden.
take someone
Even
that could,
Foden.
and Foden. So it's
Yeah.
like, you've got those two players who you'd rather take than Madison. But
with
me
all due
personally,
respect,
I'll take
some of the
Madison.
players I added was only because we needed to do 26. There's
Yeah.
3 players that we're debating right now.
Yeah.
Are the
Yeah.
players that probably I wouldn't have added anyway.
Yeah.
And with Maddison, he can't play as an 8. He did
can't
it.
play as an 8, yeah.
He's done
I
it
don't
in the
think he
last
plays an 8.
couple of games with Leicester,
Yeah.
and he's been
I think
poor.
he's too like.
He gets exposed defensively massively.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
gets-
not his fault. He's been number 10 his whole career.
Exactly.
But someone like Mason
Exactly.
Mount, I think will play better as the number 8. Play better
Yeah.
as the winger.
That's why I take James Ward-Prowse. Obviously, I didn't have him in my squad
Yeah.
because I went
So
for
it's a good shout. I didn't
too
think
many.
of it. I didn't think
I went
about
for
it,
too
but-
many attackers. That's
I'm,
why.
I'm definitely taking James Ward-Prowse because, like you said, if Rice was to get injured, you could play a two-man midfield of Hendo and James Ward-Prowse. Even
Yeah.
though it's not the best two-man midfield, you could take it because you got one who can shuttle the front behind the back 5, and then you got James Ward-Prowse who can pick up pass left, right, centre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And technically, he's up there with Trent in the team, technical ability. Like,
In
there's
terms
no
of
one
set
else in the
pieces.
team, set pieces, passing, shooting, that's as good as Trent.
Yeah.
Him, Harry Kane. So I feel like you could take James Ward-Prowse and he'll be able to start in that midfield if there's injuries. That's why and James Ward-Prowse is the player I took over Calvin Phillips.
No, I've got both.
James Ward-Prowse is integral. He plays 9 minutes every game.
I've got Ward-Prowse and I've got Maddison as well.
Scores
I've got similar.
goals.
I feel like I should have added Ward-Prowse. Can't lie.
That's the one I'm thinking.
When you put it that way, makes
That's the one I
sense.
would add over Madison. I think.
Yeah.
I think Madison deserves to play for England, but they're just like I said, the role he plays are just.
It's
Yeah,
different.
I've said it for
England
time.
don't
Every time the England squad comes out, people say, "Oh, why is Madison not picked?" Blah blah blah, and then you just have to say, "England don't play with number 10." The
The
number
only-
10 is Harry Kane, and he plays the
The-
striker.
and,
slash
and the
10.
only way he can play is if they play 4-2-3-1, where
And
he
they will never
plays
do
he
that.
plays which they
Never.
never.
And
which
I
never
think
do
even
anyway.
if that happens,
they put
Mason
Foden
Mount's
or Mason Mount ahead of
Mount's
him.
going to go ahead
They
of
put
him.
Foden, yeah.
So Madison is.
But
like,
I still think he deserves to be in there.
he's.
Yeah,
do you know who he is for me? He's like Michael Carrick in that England squad back in the day.
Yeah.
Michael Carrick
No, no,
should
no,
have
no,
started.
no. Carrick
No,
was-
Michael Carrick should have started, but he
Unbelievable.
couldn't
Yeah,
start.
yeah. I don't think when you say Madison is like, oh my god.
No, not
Yeah.
oh
No,
my
no,
god,
no,
but he's the
he
player.
means-
It's like
he means-
he's
yeah,
the
I
player
know what
like
you mean.
I hear what
he
you
should
mean.
be in there. He should be in and around the
100%,
squad. He
I
should
get
be
what you
getting
mean.
game time. But Michael Carrick,
I'm just very defensive about my
Yeah,
players.
Michael
of
Carrick,
course,
he's one of my
yeah.
favorite players when he
Yeah,
played for
yeah.
England, for Man United. Amazing. centre
Another
midfielder.
one's Owen Hargreaves.
Owen Hargreaves, great player.
He
Yeah.
played for England, but he should have played more.
Yeah.
No, but he had the two
Injuries.
knees,
Yeah,
two knee
yeah,
injuries.
But do you think with Madison is he's unfortunate that his midfielders at Leicester has been letting him down in the 3-man front? So imagine
the whole team's
So
letting him
would you imagine a midfield? What would you rate this midfield? Declan Rice, Jude, and Madison. Would you want that?
I think that's way too attacking, especially for the
in
role.
a friendly.
No, I
Yeah.
think Declan's got a great balance of being able to push up, but mainly he's a defensive player.
Yeah.
Jude can show defensive
That's an
capability.
A, yeah.
It can give Madison
Different
license
balance,
But
to,
yeah.
for me, playing Jude as the midfielder who's like, oh, maybe you can be that guy,
Yeah.
the defensive guy.
you want someone who's assured in that
You
position.
need
yeah, yeah.
like a Calvin Phillips
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
were to
yeah,
play,
of
or
course.
Henderson. in
What
that
I'm
midfield
excited
group.
about though is what attackers were taking.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
How many attackers you guys have? I have 7.
I got 8.
I've
I've got-
6.
Are we including Foden as an attacker now?
I had Foden in my midfield. So
I had
put him
Foden
as
in my
my
midfield, so
midfielder,
I'm not counting
I
1,
was-
2, 3,
I'm
4.
putting him as an attacker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 8 before I took my guy
Now I
out.
feel like I'm missing someone because I got 6.
Before my guy out.
What am I missing?
all right.
I think I think everyone's got.
A few of them should be easy. So a few of them are like Harry Kane. Everyone's got.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I ain't got him.
To be fair, I don't know. I'm only gonna say for one more person.
Raheem
Bukayo
Dream.
Saka.
Yes.
Yes.
Raheem the Dream.
Everyone's got Bukayo Saka.
Raheem the Dream.
Raheem Sterling.
You forgot Raheem the Dream.
No, I have to.
Wait.
Nah, right now he's in Stonebridge.
Wait.
No.
You forgot Raheem.
You know, I forgot because why didn't I think of Razza?
Ah.
And that's not even like that's
You know he's
mainstay.
You know he's sent Ras right now fuming.
No,
No.
that's
He's
bro.
thinking, yo, how am I
And
not
obviously,
there?
you know what's mad? Yeah, we've both like just signed for Samsung, which is the Samsung Galaxy Z. So like, it's mad that I forgot about my partner. So what I'm gonna do is
Samsung spots me now.
You and your
the
fellow
last, you
ambassador.
know already, yeah, the last man.
You and your fellow ambassador. How can you think about him?
You know what it is?
That is crazy.
Son, my
He's got
son.
Raz.
Oh, your son.
Nah,
You got
listen,
the milk.
So
I've been trying to
so
work
you
hard.
replacing him with someone you had to take out.
Yeah, and I'll mention it after.
You have to mention, yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying for you because you had to take someone out for Stones.
Yeah.
So now Raheem was at St. Raf's, and then all of a
But now
sudden
I've
he's
just
packed
literally-
up.
but
And he's
the jet's
yeah,
already
there's a
taken
private
it.
jet.
He's already linked
It's
in
2
out.
days before the Iran game, and he's already coming.
But he's so good.
Yeah.
And that game's going to be so horror for Iran. That it's calm.
If England don't win 6-0, I'll be disappointed.
Because I didn't add him.
At
Yeah.
least.
My fault, yeah.
And you're the
At
manager
least.
as well.
Yeah.
So everyone's got Kane, Saka,
Yeah.
Sterling. Yeah?
I think that's the front three starting
Cool.
anyway.
Okay, so now there's questions about other people.
Yes.
Does everyone have Jack Grealish?
Yes.
No.
No,
That's what I was going to ask. I haven't.
No.
I haven't.
I don't have him
No. So
Why is he not there?
because the other strikers are better than him
He's
in
not
my
a striker,
team.
other attackers.
Other attackers is better than him. He hasn't showed it for City. He showed it one last game against Wolves, which I'm not. It's Wolves, isn't it? I'm not taking that too much into account. If the only place he can play is at the left position, correct? That's the
Play
only.
in the
Yeah.
middle, play in the middle.
That's only in the middle as a 10, as A. But I've
No,
got
but realistically, it would be just on the
Yeah,
left.
on the
Yeah,
left, and I've got two players that can play there better than him. Raheem Sterling and my other person, which I can name now,
Say it now.
Say the name.
Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
I've got Rashford too.
Yeah, I got
Rashford.
Rashford.
I've got
yeah.
Rashford there.
Yeah,
And
Rashford
if
as
you want to name a third person who can also play on the left, Sancho. I've got Sancho in there as well.
I've got
So do I.
Sancho
Sancho as
too.
well.
Yeah.
So whilst but I don't have.
So
Grealish.
both taking Sancho and Rashford. We're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
taking Sancho
All
and
of us.
Rashford.
Yeah.
No,
I want to
100%.
know, did you take Grealish?
I did.
Why?
Because I think he deserves to go. I think he's sick.
Yeah.
I think he's really good. I think he's
But do
important
you
for that team. No, I think he brings something different. So he's not going to start for me.
Oh, I see. I got one as well.
Makes sense.
No, but do you know this?
That's why.
For the people at home, Sharky has
No,
a
you can see- you can
framed
see.
Nah, it's audio
shirt.
listeners. Talk
The audio listeners.
Oh, audio listeners.
For people who are not watching on YouTube, he's got a
And it
signed Jack
says,
Grealish shirt that says,
To Sharky,
what a guy.
Love, bro.
Love, bro. So,
Signed Jack
bro,
Grealish.
that's
why then.
crazy.
That's why.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why Trent's in the squad.
Nah, it's not because of that.
Is Luca in the squad?
They got to see Lucas. That's fine. It's not because of that. I think as another option off the bench, I don't think he starts.
Okay.
But I think coming off, I think he's
Yeah.
for a game. Sometimes there's games where it's like
Low block games.
we have there's low block
Yeah.
games, all that kind of stuff where England are clearly on top of the teams, but
Yeah.
the goal we haven't scored yet, or like we're struggling to get a goal,
Yeah.
but we're all over them. Those are the games where Grealish is needed. Also, at the same time, forgetting Grealish wins a lot of fouls.
I'm about to say that.
You've
Yeah.
got players
And
like
we're set
Ward-Prowse in
piece
your
team.
squad,
We're a set
Ward-Prowse in
piece
your
team,
squad, Trent in your squad,
Yeah.
and you got
Even
players
Reece
like
James,
Harry
yeah.
Kane in the box, Maguire in the box, Stones.
Yeah.
You need someone that's gonna
Yeah.
drive the
That
plays.
last minute.
Foden's gonna win
Yeah.
fouls. Grealish is gonna win fouls.
Yeah.
Grealish is gonna get into the head of players. Saw that Atletico Madrid games where he was
Yeah.
getting to the head of players.
Yeah.
He's one of the players where he comes on. If England's having like an uninspiring game, Grealish will come on and get
You
the
need a
fans on their
creative
feet.
player, yeah,
He
yeah,
gets
yeah.
the fans on
I
their feet.
think
you know?
for me that would be Sancho's role in
Yeah,
this
I
English
agree.
squad.
I
He's
Because
not as
him-
exciting as Grealish though.
But do you want exciting or effective?
Yeah.
But excitement.
But
it
I
can be
think both
effective.
of them
can,
yeah,
but
have similar. They have
they play
similar
very
traits.
And they're both
yeah.
as effective as each
Very
other.
great dribblers on the
They're-
ball, yeah,
yeah.
but they can create. I think Grealish actually. I think there was a stat maybe last season or season before. He had the most fouls in the Premier League. He is one of those players, and he's always effective in terms of either fouls or creating chances within that area of the left hand side, isn't it? So for me, he has to be in the team. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think what the issue is, I think with Grealish is that what people have is that what Man City had signed him for, and what we expected was goals, hella assist, innit?
For me, if you take out the price tag, I don't care about the price tag with
Yeah.
him for this one. If you take out the price tag, he's not done what he's needed to do at Man City.
And what's
For a
that?
player
What
of
would you
his
say that
quality,
is?
He's
for a
won
pla-
the league.
For a player of his quality, come on, shots.
He
Won
helped
the
them win
league.
the league.
Scott
Do
Carson's
you know
won
what
the
it
league.
is? Yeah,
Scott
I
Carson's
think-
helped them win the
think,
league.
yeah, you see
He
with
shouldn't be in the
City's
English
team,
squad.
yeah.
So what's he gonna
Like-
do?
Do you know with City's team? I think people forget that team, some of the most integral parts of their play starts from it being in the wing and someone just making that run or making a pass. I think he
I know
does so
they're
much,
selfish, unselfish runs.
But I think what he does need to add to his game is the goals and is the assists. He even said it the other day with his interview. Like he knows that he needs to be doing better. But I think with Jack, we've got to judge him by this season. 2 seasons in, first season you won the league. You can't really say it's an L. But
first season was an L for me because he didn't perform.
But I wouldn't start him.
His
And
first season learning under Pep.
Yeah, I get that. And then a lot of people said give him the second season. Very early in the second
Just
season.
started.
Yeah, very early in the second season. But when I watched him against Dortmund the other day, the amount of times he tried to, the amount of times he tried to beat Munier, not Munier Chihuahua. The amount of times he tried to beat Munier.
And Munier is shit as well.
Was crazy. It was
he's
bad.
a funny guy.
Like he
Shit.
the amount of times he tried to beat that Belgian right back, not Munier. Munier.
Yeah.
The amount of times he tried to beat him, and it didn't work, was crazy. Like he kept doing the.
I'm putting him
stop,
in my team. He has to be in my team.
Yeah.
I just think.
I think Sancho, Saka, Rashford.
I got all of them.
But I've got 6 attackers. Sterling, I think they all go ahead of him.
All right.
So do you have? How
I've
many
got 2
like
strikers.
number 9s do
I
you
have
have?
2 number 9s.
I've got 2 number 9s.
So you got Kane.
I've got 3.
And
I've got 3.
got 3.
Yeah.
So you got 2 more after Kane.
Yeah.
And I've got a good kicker.
So you got-
What was a good kicker about with the lads? I've got him in.
You
up
got
front.
him.
I've got Ivan Toney. I've got Ivan
You
Toney.
saw Gabriel's tweet.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
Gabriel's tweet. I
I
like
got
Gabriel.
Tony.
Who's got Ivan Toney?
I've
I've
got
got Ivan
Tony.
Toney.
I have
So,
Ivan Toney. Harry doesn't.
Before I forgot
was it
about
Raheem?
my ambassador partner.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Yeah. So
So-
I had Ivan.
so Ivan was
so
in
I
your
took
team
out Ivan
for
and I
Raheem.
put Raheem in. But my striker that I have
Yeah.
is Tammy Abraham.
Tammy Abraham.
I've got Tammy as well. Yeah.
Not for me.
So for me, just missed that.
Not for
I've
me.
got Tony and Ivan. as
Tammy
well.
just missed
So
out.
Kane,
I think he scored.
Tony, and Ivan.
I think he scored 1 goal this season, maybe
Who?
2. Tammy.
Have you watched him?
I have.
He's good.
I've been watching the Italian league this year.
Bro.
I've
been
actually
watching
made,
the
I've actually made an effort to watch. I've watched
been
all.
watching, yeah.
I've watched
I've
all
been
Roma
watching
games, and he's been
yeah.
very good.
Very
And
good.
the way
man.
they build up,
Yeah, he's very good. Do you know he reminds me of he's becoming similar to Giroud, where he's very good at
drops back.
Even I would
the
say
one, 2
See
flicks.
Adebayor at Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think he's
The 1-2
link
I
up
think that's a
play
bit- I think that's a better
for a big
comparison.
man
Very
as
good.
well. I think he's very good. Good in the air. Can basically shoot left foot, right foot.
Yeah.
I think he probably needs more chances than probably Kane would need because Kane's just ridiculously clinical.
Kane's
but
probably the best.
he
yeah.
gets chances, and with a lot of the goals that Roma have scored, that I watched one game where he got 2 assists and. One of the goals was basically he shot, keeper missed, and then whatever, and then someone else scored. So he's that type of player. Like he'll get in there when it's messy
He's
as well.
involved.
No, he's very involved. But for me,
and I would put him in my team.
I think what Tony's done this season so far, I don't
Yeah.
think you can like just overlook it.
Also, like, who would bring more to the England squad for the World Cup?
Would be more.
Tammy.
I'll
It'd be
go
Tammy.
Tammy.
That's the problem.
I think
God forbid anything happens to Kane. Once
I think
again,
Ivan
who's
Toney.
leading the line?
if we go to a penalty
Rashford-
shootout,
I think
if we
Rashford
go to a
is
penalty
better.
shootout situation, who do you
Well,
want as
I'm
a?
talking-
Ivan.
like,
Do you know what I mean?
in
I
90
feel like-
minutes, 180 minutes, yeah.
But you have to look at
One
it
on
like
one,
Yeah.
I'm trusting Tammy.
But look at it like
I
this.
think you
now.
only
Let me
trust-
put it- let
And
me put it
Ivan's
into-
a quality striker, but
Let me
Tammy,
put it into
man.
context now. Let me put it into context now. In a 90-minute game, how many of those minutes is Harry Kane not playing? He's playing every single minute.
I know.
Of 120 minutes, how many minutes is Harry Kane playing?
Probably every
Playing
single
120
minute.
minutes.
Yeah.
So you have to think of it now like, if we go to a penalty shootout, do we want to bring on Ivan Toney, who's, how many penalties has he missed?
Best in the world.
How
I think
many-
it's 18 out of 18.
Something like that. So crazy stat. So do you want to bring on Ivan Toney?
But I don't think,
score
yeah.
a
Do you know
crucial
what?
penalty.
I don't
But-
lie to you.
but
I don't put this bad engine in the world, but I
Yeah.
think
I know what
Ivan
you
Toney
mean.
misses his first World Cup penalty.
Yeah.
The pressure's different.
Yeah.
But that's not the question
I-
either. That's not the question either. The question is who can play, who can replace Harry Kane in 90
No one
minutes.
can
No
replace
one.
Harry Kane.
No one.
No one can replace.
But who's the closest to?
But
Ivan
Who's the
Toney.
closest to?
Toney.
I would do
Tammy.
what he said. I'll put Rashford as
Ivan
the
Toney, do you know why? Harry Kane, what kind of player is he? Comes in deep.
Yeah.
Comes in deep. He can hold the ball up.
Ivan
he
Toney
can
does
knock
that.
it.
That's
He
what
can-
Tammy does as well.
Ivan's a lot closer to Kane than
Kane
Tammy
than
is like
that,
that.
You know what? You know what I feel like? I feel like
Tammy gets involved.
I feel like
Tammy gets involved in the
feel
first
like-
action.
I feel like what's making that decision is the fact that Ivan Toney plays in the Premier League and Tammy.
I've watched Tammy more
plays
than
in Serie
Ivan.
A.
I've watched Tammy more than
Tammy
Ivan.
plays in Serie A.
I've seen.
But remember,
I've
before
seen more
Tammy left to go Roma,
He was doing his thing at
I've
Chelsea.
seen more
He was the
Tammy
highest
Abraham
goal
than
scorer
Ivan
for
Toney.
Chelsea, you know.
I remember.
Like, the guy bags goals. I think
100%.
aesthetically, yeah, people don't
He's
like the way he plays, yeah. But I
Yeah.
think if you watch the guy closely, yeah, the things he does it's not easy to
Nah, he's
do.
very
No, he's very good. For
good.
his height, he's got
And I
quick
think,
feet.
yeah, I just think that he's a more complete player in terms of he's more faster than Tony. I think he is. His height difference is better, and I just think he's just more skilled in terms of. But Ivan Toney is a bad boy finisher.
I think-
like that's one thing I can say about him. Bad boy finisher.
Yeah.
Knows how to be in the box, and he's, like you said, set pieces in terms
Yeah.
of penalties. He's very good, and we saw the
got a decent
free
free kick
the
as
other
well,
day
yeah.
So it's not bad to have both of them there.
But if you have both of them, then you can't have.
Yeah, and
Okay, why is
one of
everyone
those
take-
players is not coming on at all.
Everyone's
Yeah.
everyone's taking Rashford.
Yes.
I think Rashford. I think for England.
I've taken everyone's taken him. But
I think off the bench.
I didn't expect everyone to take Rashford.
Nah,
I think Rashford is the X factor for England. I think if England want to go far and may potentially win, which I don't think they will, Rashford needs to be.
And I hope this is the tournament that gives Rashford the confidence to be good again.
Yes.
Based on the season that he's having so far, the way he started it, and I guess if England play Rashford and the ball's in behind the defense and stuff,
He's
100%
he's the
captain.
best outlet.
Him
He's
coming
the
off
best
on
outlet.
the left or the right, and Harry Kane
that
collecting
one
the ball.
through ball, or like Harry Kane and Son had, Harry Kane will drop in deep, have a flick on header, and Son will be on it.
I think Harry Kane and Rashford could do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Rashford's explosive.
But I don't think he will start though.
I don't think
he
he won't. You forgot Stones,
Yes.
but when you remembered, you put him in and you took someone out.
Correct.
That player was an attacker, right?
Yes.
So who would have been in your team ahead of John Stones?
Is
Is it an Obrigado, man?
It is an Obrigado, man. His name, he plays for Sporting Lisbon.
Or Marcus Edwards.
His name is Marcus Edwards.
Marcus Edwards. I like him. I've only watched 2
For
games.
someone who's watched him this season, he's made an
games.
effort to watch him this season.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good footballer.
No, I agree.
Very good footballer.
I agree.
And
I
I
only watched
said
him
it,
the
and I
2
said it
sporting
in the last Eurotalk video that besides Ivan Toney and besides Harry Kane, he's been the highest goal scorer of any England scorer this season.
In England player,
Attacker this season.
Yeah.
He's doing very good for
How many goals he scored this season?
this season for Sporting. I think he scored 2, 3. By the way, not wingers. Wingers doesn't include.
Yeah.
Like Sancho doesn't include. Raheem doesn't include. As a just number 9, he plays number 9 with Sporting Lisbon.
Oh, he plays up front for them.
He plays as a number 9.
Middle.
Yeah, I'm confused. The 2 sporting games I watched, wasn't he playing on the right?
But for Sporting, he plays number 9. No, they play number. They
No,
play
the 2
two
Champions
wingers.
League games.
Number 9.
Oh, he looked like he was coming off the right a
No,
lot.
Yeah.
he plays
was
number
coming
9.
off
He plays
the
number
right
9,
a lot.
which is why he's
No,
good.
because I know he's a right winger.
So would you? So
at Tottenham, they were saying he was
would
very
you
good.
bring him to the competition knowing that he's probably not going to play?
Was Stones now? No.
Yeah.
Stones. I forgot Stones.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But if no,
And also, bear in
It'll be
mind,
too early for
he's
him.
not. He doesn't have an England cap yet.
he'll be
Yeah.
too
The
early.
first cap. He got to
No,
stick to-
How old is
again,
he?
which is why I said it's a wild card. It's a wild
He's
card.
not young. He's at
No,
23.
he's young.
Like I said,
It's not that
No.
young. He's at 23.
like I said, I thought this is just 25 man. You guys said, oh, by the way, it's 26. I was like, you know what? Let me just add
23,
someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just add someone.
Very good player though.
23. No, I like him. Who
Confident player.
would you say he plays like?
Marcus Edwards.
Yeah.
That's a good one. More like someone that can play up front and more like can play on the wing. Again, I'm not saying before everyone says, "Oh,
Yeah,
he's that player,
no,
he's
no,
that
that
player,
player, I know what you
he's
mean.
that player."
I get hate
Like
for that.
style of play. Like
yeah,
style
exactly.
Of play. I'm talking about style of play.
Style of play and the way he can play both things.
Yeah.
He's not that player, by the way.
Go on.
He's not. I know how they are.
I need someone to chop
I
this
know
up.
it's coming out of your mouth. I know what play's coming out of your mouth.
It's Mbappe.
Thank
That's
you.
not who I expected to come.
It's
Who do you think? Messi?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because I heard
No.
someone,
I know.
a good friend of ours called Alfie, said he plays like Bernardo Silva.
Silva,
And I thought he was smoking something that day.
He's not Bernardo. He's nowhere near Bernardo.
Yeah.
He
does not play like Bernardo.
He's,
From the 2 games I watched.
he's nowhere near Bernardo. He's more
Yeah.
like an Mbappe. He can play
Yeah.
up front. He's a very clinical finisher.
Mbappe, for me, Mbappe, I'll tell you someone like Nkuku, might as well. Mbappe.
Yeah,
Oh, the running
explosive.
style.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
If
running
you've
style,
ever
yeah.
seen that clip of him running,
Front.
I thought it was Mbappe running
yeah,
up, and I was
yeah.
like, why is
He's
Mbappe wearing
well-
number
I had to
18?
pause the game.
No, he's
I was like, why is
blessed.
Mbappe wearing number
Mbappe.
18? He must not
It's
have
Mbappe.
sauce
Ultimate
anymore.
team made me realise he's gone.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
No,
No, he's good.
his stats
He's
in the
very good.
Bundesliga is ridiculous.
He's
It's
very
ridiculous.
good.
Very
But
good
Marcus
goal
Edwards is very
scorer.
good.
I'll take him for the England squad if I could.
Yeah.
Who?
And Kunku.
Oh,
Call
yeah.
him Steven and Kunks.
Of course.
Make it a bit English.
No, just take the first name. Christopher.
So who are players that have missed out? For everyone.
Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe.
Nah, he doesn't.
Harvey
he doesn't
Elliott.
anymore. Harvey Elliott, no. I think that Smith Rowe doesn't play enough. Harvey Elliott too young. Who
I
else
really
is
like
there?
Smith Rowe though, man.
I love the way Smith Rowe plays.
Yeah,
I've told these guys. Remember when I
There's
said
certain
he's
type
my
of
favorite
players,
Arsenal player?
that I feel like England.
That's
miss.
one.
Joe Cole, the way he played, I feel like there was
Yeah.
no player in the England team that played like him. I think
Yeah.
now
He
we have
sounds so
players
good,
like
man.
Smith Rowe,
Yeah.
Phil Foden, who
Yes.
are amazing
Yeah.
dribblers. I think Smith Rowe, God willing, he has a great season.
That's one player that's been nominated for the friendlies, but none of us have him in.
Who?
Jared Bowen.
Jared Brown, he can
Oh,
stay. He
yeah.
can stay in East London.
He doesn't go for me.
Let him stay.
no,
Let
he
him stay in
don't
East
go,
London,
he
man.
doesn't
Let him
Means
stay in
well,
East London,
though.
man. Yeah. No, like, I'm happy for him.
He's good.
I'm
He's
happy
good.
getting
He's
some
decent.
minutes.
He's decent,
Yeah.
but no.
He gets the little cap, put it on that yard.
not
but-
for my England.
Yeah, not for my
Not
England.
for Harry Panera's England.
Not for Harry Panera's. No, we're all doing it for
Never
Harry
mind.
Panera's England. We're not doing it for
Yeah,
England.
it's
It's Harry Panera's England.
But that's our
Something
squads.
like that.
All of our squads right now on the screen for you guys to look at. Leave a comments below on whose squad do you think is the best. Also, leave a comments below on your 26-man squad. It's gonna be interesting.
And let me know, guys, if I should come back, because if this is a stinker performance,
You actually are gonna come back because we have a video coming out in a couple of days. It's called Guess the Player.
Oh, so you're going home and come back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go home. But I'm gonna be wearing the same clothes.
That's crazy.
Harry will be back in a few
Make
days.
a lot of money, you know?
So make sure you guys stick around.
Let's go
Subscribe.
back and do the next video.
Yeah,
Exactly.
fair.
Subscribe. Turn the notification bell. If you want to see Harry Padilla is on the next video in a couple of days. Bye.